तू चलता चल तू चलता चल तू चलता चल.
So, the first thing I want to tell is that there are two major questions which are there in the minds of aspirants. The first question is whether I am fit for selection. If I am not fit for selection, what are the shortcomings and how I can overcome those shortcomings? Now, once you join up No Frills Academy, you get answers to these questions almost 90% in our first interaction itself. About 10% more, you get clarity once you discuss your psychology responses and the routine with me. Then you get further clarity because thereafter we fix up your routine and we give you a clear-cut roadmap to follow. So that's one thing which gets sorted out. Now, another very important question which is there in the minds of aspirants is कि मेरा SSB जो है अब मार्च के फर्स्ट वीक में है, तो क्या तब तक मैं सिलेक्शन के लिए फिट हो जाऊंगा? Now, this is a question which is very relevant to the individual, but the answer to this question nobody has. I don't have an answer to this question, nor do you yourself have an answer, nor anyone else can tell you the answer except some fraud fortune tellers. And that is why this fortune telling is a big business in our country. वो कोई नहीं बता सकता है. I can only assess your performance till the date that I am interviewing you based on your past good deeds or bad deeds or what your profile has been, as to what achievements you have made, what difficulties you confronted and how you overcame them till that date. Now, I have no way of predicting as to how you are going to behave in the future. If you are consistent with your past, then I can have an idea. But when you join No Frills Academy, we expect that your motivation level to improve is high and you would work at a better pace than what you have been doing in the past. To explain this point, I will repeat an example of one of our students who I said, first time it is there on the YouTube channel also. मैंने उसको बोला था SSB जाने का कोई मतलब नहीं है, तुम्हारी बात बनेगी नहीं, but he surprised me and he got recommended. Now, when we analyze as to how this happened was because the motivation and determination he displayed after our first interaction was of a much higher level than what he had shown so far in his life. So I was assessing his potential to improve based on that past stuff. And we suggested that 4 महीने में तो इसकी अंग्रेजी फिजिकल फिटनेस जो है इंप्रूव नहीं हो सकती है. But actually he did so. So this is one thing which can happen. Another example I will give you. I had a boy who I interviewed him for, he had come to me for NDA. And his knowledge, understanding of his academics was good, rather well above average. The only weak area for him was English. And I told him, you focus on improving your English and some amount of general knowledge and you will easily get recommended. But actually what happened was, in his 3 attempts of NDA, he never got recommended. And he has been screened out twice now for his entries after graduation also. So in almost a matter of over 3 years, this person has not been able to improve his English that much. And I have had examples of people coming from Hindi medium backgrounds. So one example is Satyendra, his essays there in the book which you get from us. And another example you can listen to is on our YouTube channel, Risham. Both these chaps came from Hindi medium background and they had reached a decent level of being able to converse in English in a matter of 5-6 months time. So, and here is another case who was as bright or maybe in some facet I felt brighter than these guys, but वो नहीं कर पाया because the combination of motivation, determination, or the importance of English itself in his perception was not that much. वो नहीं कर पाया. So, these were just few thoughts I wanted to share with you. Now I am open to your questions. You can go ahead and ask your questions.
There's a question which Chirag had asked, and you told me on Sunday take up this. How can we reduce desperation of joining forces? How can we show that there is an intent of joining joining defense forces, but not desperation?
Okay, fine. I have understood the question. See, if we try and analyze the problem a little more, we will realize that what is happening with this desperation is that a certain amount of worry is being incorporated in your thoughts all the time. मैं कुछ बोल रहा हूँ तो कैसा बोल रहा हूँ, लोग क्या सोच रहे हैं, ग्रुप वाले क्या सोच रहे हैं, असेसर क्या सोच रहा है. These aspects are getting incorporated in your thought process continuously all the time. And it is not going to help you in any way at all. Because this is pure wastage of energy. So, if you know that your task is that you want to get selected. Now you have joined No Frills Academy, or let's say even if you have not joined No Frills Academy, and you got a clarity as to कि ये यार improve करने की चीजें हैं. Now you make out a plan to improve upon them, and then you execute that plan to the best of your abilities. This is all that is there in your hands. Now उसके बाद anything else what you are trying to do can only lower your performance. It cannot help you. So rationally you can think in this manner, and that is something which should give you dividends. अब विराट कोहली है, उसकी तलवार टंगी हुई है, कैप्टन रहेगा नहीं रहेगा, टीम में भी रहेगा कि नहीं रहेगा, बेस्ट बैट्समैन था, दुनिया का माना हुआ, सडनली स्लंप हो गया है. If he starts thinking all these thoughts when he comes on to bat, is it going to improve his performance in any way? What he should do if he is a sensible person, he has to just bat ball by ball. Keep playing each ball on its merit and have faith that because of what he had been doing earlier, the principles which he had been following made him the best batsman in the world. He should trust that and keep doing that. These thoughts के opinion, press ने क्या लिखा, वो क्या लिखा, सौरव गांगुली ने क्या बोला, शाह ने क्या बोला, and all that, all these things, clutter is going to only hamper him, his performance. So he has to just get rid of all these thoughts, blank out his mind, focus on the ball which is coming, play to the best of his ability, trust his instinct, and that's it. तो ये डेस्परेशन जो ये हेल्प करने वाला नहीं है ना आपको, उससे नुकसान हो सकता है. अब नुकसान कराना चाहते हो तो आप करा लो. I hope you got the answer.
Yes, Chirag will get this answer.
Okay, fine. Yeah, anything else?
Sir, what is a good score in the OIR?
Plus of 80%. Any other questions?
Hello.
Yeah, Adarsh.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I was going through SRT and I was a little bit confused. SRT said that you never are burdensome, you will dash dash dash.
You will try to keep best relations with them.
Yes, sir. Because I wrote, give them personal space, don't interfere.
वो भी ठीक है. But I will tell you why the response I gave you would be little better. Because you have gone with a slightly biased view. Biased हुए ना आप लोगों की ओपिनियन से, पॉपुलर ओपिनियन से.
सर नहीं समझ रहा हूँ.
नहीं समझेगा. देखो मैं आपको बताता हूँ. हमारे हमारे सीनियर टेनिस में एक दिल्ली का है, लेट मी नॉट नेम हिम, उसका कोई ऐसा सीनियर प्लेयर अच्छा नहीं है जिससे उसका झगड़ा ना हुआ हो। कोई, आई एम द ओनली वन जिससे नहीं हुआ। एंड वो अगर उसने कोई गलत कॉल दिए ना, जो कि वो करता है बेईमानी, अगर मैं उसे कहूंगा देख यार ये मतलब ज्यादा मत कर, मेरी बात मान लेता है वो। Why is doing that? Because I have not gone to him with a biased popular opinion. क्योंकि उसको भी पता है कि मैं ट्रबल समूह, सब लोग यही सोचते हैं मेरे बारे में।
Yes, sir.
You getting the point? तो why should you do that? You see, पाकिस्तान है. Why each prime minister has tried to improve relations to start with? Because it is good to geography you can't change. Neighbor तो है ही.
Yes, sir.
That is why it is a sensible policy. Rationally, it is a correct thing to do.
Got it, sir.
What's the point? Once again, don't start thinking कि SSB में selection is response से होगा, उससे होगा. Don't get into that, please.
Yes, sure,
ठीक
sir.
है ना? जो आपको ठीक लगता है वो लिखिए. That's all. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
सर यू सेड कि जो आपको ठीक लगता है वो करिए and
क्योंकि
recently
आप
I-
उससे अलावा कुछ कर भी नहीं सकते ज्योति बेटा, क्योंकि आपके पास अपना ही ब्रेन है यूज करने के लिए.
so recently I had my SSB in Bangalore, my
Okay.
first SSB ever,
Okay.
and मैंने जो मुझे ठीक लगा I did that only.
Good.
And I felt like I gave 100%.
Good.
I did my best.
Fine.
I do not think I could have done. I mean, a few things could have been improved, but I do not think I could have done anything better.
Yes.
At that point of time.
Very fine.
Uh, but still there were some things that I felt like if I had done because अभी एकदम से वो सारा दिमाग में आएगा ना, because I was hoping for, क्योंकि पिछले 3-4 साल से I have been preparing myself for SSP and making myself mentally more stable, you know, becoming a better person. I have been in that process because I want to be in the armed forces. So after that, and when I didn't get recommended, I was very like disappointed with myself. I cried my eyes out for like 3 or 4 days. That's how disappointed I was feeling with myself. But now that I look back, I feel like if I had done ये अगर कर दिया होता तो शायद हो जाता, ये अगर कर दिया तो शायद हो जाता. How do I get rid of this feeling? Because during SSB everything was like मैं जो हूँ I'm showing that only. If I'm trying to show something else, they will figure it out, and then I'll not be selected or anything. But even when I did my best, it didn't happen. Okay, sometimes things do not go your way. But how do I get rid of that guilt for myself?
Okay.
Because कि नहीं यू कर पाई तुम.
ज्योति,
You are not worth it.
हाँ ज्योति, अभी जो था अनिमेश ने कोट किया था कृति सक्सेना को. कृति was a very very sincere student of mine, and when she joined us, she faced SSB after I think 20 days time, and she was very sincere in those 20 days. And one day she said, "Sir, my mother wants to speak to you." I said, "Let me speak. When there is a problem, I can speak to her." So her mother's voice showed me the desperation. She said, "मेरी बेटी सब कुछ करती है, ये इतनी मेहनत कर रही है, इतनी सिंसियर है, इतना ज्वाइन करना चाहती है, इसका सिलेक्शन क्यों नहीं हो रहा?" एंड आई टोल्ड हर कि चांसेस इसके सिलेक्शन अभी भी होने के नहीं हैं, क्योंकि जो प्रोसेस में टाइम लगने वाला है वो लगेगा. ये अभी सेलेक्ट होने लायक नहीं है, ये राइट ट्रैक पर बिल्कुल है, लेकिन ये अभी सेलेक्ट होने लायक नहीं है क्योंकि मैं भी इसे सेलेक्ट नहीं करता. तभी उसने जो है वो स्टेटमेंट लिखी दी है जो हमने उसमें बुक में डाली है, यू विल बी सेलेक्टेड व्हेन यू आर फिट फॉर सिलेक्शन. तो ज्योति, यू आर गेटिंग द आंसर. आप हो बिल्कुल राइट ट्रैक पे काम कर रहे होगे, पॉसिबल, बट यू हैव नॉट अटेन्ड द लेवल विच इज डिजायरेबल फॉर सिलेक्शन. And
Yes,
one
exactly.
thing definitely you have done is that these 4 days in crying you have definitely wasted of your life, which is a criminal offense. Any sensible person should not do that. Because how did it add to your add value to your life, these 4 days which you just wasted in crying?
So those 4 days would have been wasted anyway.
तो
Because,
अगर आप ये मान के चलते हो कि they would have been wasted anyway, then you got a serious problem in life, buddy.
I agree with that, sir. But we had like my sister's commissioning was 2 days ago, so we had to go to Lucknow and all that. So we couldn't exactly get anything done because we were traveling by car.
So no, fine, you can. I would not like to push you, but you want to rationalize something. I will leave it at that. But I still maintain my view that you wasted. If you spend 4 days in crying, you're wasting 4 days of your life, which is absolutely stupid.
Yes, sir.
उससे किसी का कोई भला होने वाला नहीं है ज्योति, उससे आपका नुकसान ही होगा उससे.
जी सर.
इससे पेप्ड अप रहते हैं अपने सिस्टर के साथ, वो करते हैं एंजॉय. आई मीन दैट्स इट.
I did enjoy, sir, but anytime the SSB was mentioned, I couldn't help but cry. It's not that I cried all the time.
Understood.
I enjoyed. I
Understood.
was there.
I
and
got your
had great time.
I got your point, Jyoti. We are all human beings, and these things are there. We are not machines, but the rational thinking, proactive thinking, brings us to as closest as possible to rational behavior, है ना?
Yes, sir.
That's what we should try and do. बात कैसे नहीं बनेगी ज्योति? I feel you are energized and you're working on the right track. आज नहीं तो कल बात बनेगी. चिंता की क्या बात है?
जी sir. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. Okay, I think there are no more questions. Then thank you very much and wish you all a belated Christmas and a very, very happy New Year. Enjoy yourself and still, despite enjoying like Jyoti enjoyed, keep yourself disciplined and organized. Keep doing your things. Keep having your targets and keep achieving them. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.